my dear student, welcome to Nagesh Karasge Orchid School channel. Myself Ina Patel going to teach you 7th grade mathematics. Today we are going to have some more example related to perimeter and area. So, today we will see two more examples related to perimeter and area. Here we are having one statement sum. The Pragya wrapped a cord around a circular pipe of a radius 4 centimeter. Here she has wrapped a cord around, you know electric cord everyone is having at home, yes, around a circular pipe of a radius 4 centimeter. Adjoining figure is given here, two figures, and cut off the length required of a cord. Whatever the length she required, she has cut off the length of a cord. Then she wrapped it around a square box of side 4 centimeter. After cutting, she has wrapped to the square box whose side is of a 4 centimeter. Also shown in the figure, this I had explained. Did she have any cord left? After cutting the cord, what she has wrapped, did she have any cord left? Just the value of pi is given to us as 3.14. Now, again I will explain. The Pragya wrapped a cord around a circular pipe of a radius 4 centimeter. This is a radius, this is a pipe which is in circular radius is 4 centimeter and is cut off of a length required of a cord. Then she wrapped it around a square box of a side 4 centimeter. This is a square box whose side is 4 centimeter. Did she have any cord left with her? Just we have to find out. Now, first what we will do? We will find out a perimeter of an cord. What is a perimeter? You know now, it is a circular perimeter is nothing but an circumference. Here the perimeter of a circular pipe is equal to 2 pi r, you know the formula. The perimeter of a square, you know what is the perimeter of a square is 4 into side, or we can say it is 4s of a square, that is 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to 16 centimeter. What is 4? It is a 4 sides and the measure of one side is given to us is an 4 centimeter. So, we are multiplying 4 multiplied by 4 is 16 centimeter. Now, perimeter of a circular pipe is 2 pi r, substitute the value of this 2 multiplied by what is the value of a pi, already it is given in the statement 3.14 multiplied by radius is given to us as an 4 centimeter. So, we are multiplying this. After multiplication, the product will be 25.12 centimeter. So, length of a cord left with Pragya is equal to 25.12 minus 16 centimeter. So, after subtraction we get as 9.12 centimeter. So, first what we had done? We had find out the perimeter of a square. Already one side of a square is given as 4 centimeter. So, it was wounded around the square box. So, perimeter of this was 4 multiplied by side, that is 4 into 4 is 16, and perimeter of a circular pipe, you know what is a circular perimeter of a circular pipe or circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. After substituting the values, we get as a product as 25.12 centimeter. What it is? It is nothing but an perimeter of circular pipe. Now, we want to find out the length of a cord left with Pragya. What was the length left with her? So, what we have to do? Left means it is a subtraction. So, we do the subtraction here 25.12 minus 16. So, we get as 9.12 centimeter. So, in this way we had find out the perimeter of it. Now, one more example, a picture is painted on a cardboard 8 centimeter long, length is 8 centimeter, already it is given, length is 8 centimeter long and 5 centimeter wide. 5 centimeter is a width, or we can say it is a breadth, such that there is a margin of 1.5 centimeter. This type of things you see in a photo frame. So, margin is, what is the margin is 1.5 centimeter around the picture along each of its side. Find the total area of margin. In previous session we had solved this type of some similar steps we have to use. First we have to find out an perimeter, or we have to find out an area of a outer rectangle, then inner rectangle, then we have to do the subtraction. So, step by step we will see what is given in the question, that is length is given of a cardboard is 8 centimeter, the breadth is given of a cardboard is 5 centimeter and area of a cardboard including the margin. Including means we are considering this margin also is nothing but length into breadth. So, we are considering length as 8 and breadth as 5 centimeter. So, is equal to 40 centimeter square, it is square, not 2, it is a square. So, from the figure it can be observed that the new length and the breadth of the cardboard when margin is not included. Here in the first step we had included the margin, but now we are not going to include the margin. So, not included are 5 centimeter and 2 centimeter respectively, 5 centimeter and 2 centimeter respectively. So, area of a cardboard not including or excluding the margin is equal to 5 multiplied by 2. 5 multiplied by 2 is equal to 10 centimeter square. Now, area of a margin we have to find out, which is similar like a path which we had seen in the previous session. We were having some example related to the garden or a road which is known as a path. Here we are having that is margin, because this is an picture, painted picture with to be an frame. So, area of a margin is equal to area of a cardboard including the margin, already we had find out that is 40 centimeter square, and a minus area of a cardboard not including the margin, which also we had find out as an 10 centimeter square. So, after doing the subtraction, that is 40 minus 10 we get an 30 centimeter square. What it is? 30 centimeter square is nothing but an area of an margin which is shown with this one empty space. This is nothing but what we had calculated is the area of it. What we had done? We had first taken the length and breadth of a cardboard including the painting, and afterward we had calculated the picture whose length and breadth is given excluding. So, in this way after subtraction we have find out an area of a width or no area of an margin which is given here. So, is 30 centimeter square. So, total area of a margin is 30 centimeter square. This is also very similar, but we are having here two questions, sub questions that we have to find out. Already we had done similar questions. These are all practical based question which we come across in our daily life. So, a path 1 meter wide is built along the border and inside the square garden of a side 30 meter. This is a square garden. This 30 meter is a square garden. A 1 meter path is built inside the square garden. Every time we have to build something outside that photo frame or painting or some path or something, here it is inside. We had built 1 meter wide border, we had built inside the square garden. Now, find the area of a path. This area we have to find out the path. This is a path of a 1 meter. What will be the area of this path and the cost of planting the grass in a remaining portion of a garden at the rate of 40 per meter square. Here for the planting the grass in the remaining area, means this is the remaining area. If want to plant the grass, so what will be the amount required for planting a 1 meter square? They had charged as rupees 40 per meter square. So, first what we will do? We will list out what is given in the question. So, here we will consider as a side A of a square garden, that is nothing but a 30 meter. 30 meter already given, it is a square, means all the sides will be equal. So, area of a square garden is including the path is what? A square. What is A square? Is nothing but a formula for the area of a square. Area of a square is A square, or we can say it is side square, or we can say S into S. Here we are considering A, so we write as A into A. What is A? A is given as a 30 meter. So, 30 square is nothing but 900 meter square. It is 900 meter square. So, from the figure it can be observed that the side of the square garden when path is not included is 28 meter. I will explain. Now, this is the square garden whose all the sides are equal, or we can say same, which is 30, 30, 30 meter, 30 meter. We have to build an 1 meter border inside the garden. So, we have to build inside the garden. This length is this width is 1 meter. Here is 1 meter, here is also 1 meter. Yes. So, if we draw this after leaving a 1 meter border, we will get a such type of a square. So, what will be the measure of this? What will be the side of this square? So, here we have to subtract this 1 meter and this 1 meter out of 30 meter. So, what will be the 1 and 1 is 2. So, 30 meter minus 2 meter is 28 meter. Similarly, will be the here, because it is a square. So, here also we are having 30 meter. So, 30 meter minus 1 meter and here also minus 1 meter. So, we will get as 28 meter, because it is a square garden. So, now we know the inside garden, the length and the breadth of a garden leaving a 1 meter border. So, area of a square garden not including the path, we are not going to include this path, only we are going to consider this square garden, which is 28 meter length as well as 28 meter breadth. So, after multiplication, that you know the area of a square garden is S square or side into side, that is 28 square is 784 meter square. After multiplication of this 28 multiplied by 28, we get as 784 meter square. Area of a path. Now, we want to find out the area of this path around the garden which we had calculated. So, area of a path is equal to, or we can say border is equal to area of a square garden including the path minus the area of a garden not including the path. We are including the path, means we are considering this square, and we are not including the path, means we are considering this square. So, we have to do the subtraction of this. Already we had find out the area of a garden including the path is 30 multiplied by 30 is 900 meter square. So, 900 minus 784 is equal to 116 meter square. What it is? It is nothing but an area of a border of width 1 meter, which is built inside the square garden, which is built inside the square garden. Now, we are having another question also, that is the cost of planting the grass in the remaining portion of a garden. So, the cost of 40 meter per meter square, the cost is given to us. So, we have to find out what will be the cost to plant a grass in garden. So, we will find the similar figure, it is that just I told which area we have to plant, we have to plant a garden. We have to not consider a border, this 1 meter width, only we have to consider the garden. The cost of planting a grass in meter square area of a garden is given to us as rupees 40. The cost of planting a grass in 784 meter square area of a garden is equal to 784 multiplied by 40 is equal to, after the multiplication we get a product as rupees 31,360. What it is? It is the amount required to plant a grass in a garden. So, this is the cost required 31,360 rupees. Hope so, my dear student, you understood, because we are learn of various similar sums. Sometime it was garden, sometime it was a field, so sometime it was road. So, in this way we had seen various different sums, so your concept will be clear. Now, we will have a summary of the chapter. What we had learned in this area and perimeter. The length of the boundary of a closed region is called as an perimeter. Now, already we had started that time only I told what is an perimeter. So, this is the definition, the length of a boundary of a closed region. When it is a closed, the figure is closed region, figure is called as an perimeter. A perimeter of any regular polygon, you know polygon, many sided figure. If it is a regular polygon, means all the sides of that polygon will be equal with n sides, means number of sides we do not know. Polygon means it may be 5 sided figure, 6 sided figure, 7 sided figure. So, n number of sides is equal to n multiplied by length of a side. So, how we can find out a perimeter of a pentagon is an example. So, we have in pentagon 5 sided. So, we can multiply 5 multiplied by what will be the length of each side. So, that we have to multiply with the length of a side. So, we can find out an perimeter of a regular pentagon. Here it is given as polygon, means you can consider any type of and regular polygons, but you should know the length of side. So, you can find out perimeter of an polygon. Now, perimeter of an quadrilateral with side measuring A, B, C and D is equal to A plus B plus C plus and D, AB plus A plus B plus C plus D. What is perimeter? Now, it is quadrilateral, means you know 4 sided figure. So, 4 sided figure means we consider as each side as an A major, B major, C major and D major. What we have to do is nothing but a sum of all the sides of an quadrilateral, that is A plus B plus C plus D. So, we can find out a perimeter of quadrilateral. Now, perimeter of a rectangle. Now, this formula you had learned from the 5th grade. The perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 inside the bracket length plus breadth, or you can write as L plus B. So, perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 inside the bracket L plus B. Now, perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by length of its side. So, here the square we are having a 4 equal sides. So, we write as 4 multiplied by length of each side is equal. So, we are multiplying it with a length of one side. So, 4 into, if you are having the measure of one length, so all the length of a square will be equal. So, we just multiply by 4, or we do the sum of this all the sides of a square, the answer will be the same. Now, we will see the perimeter of a triangle. Perimeter of a triangle is equal to the sum of all 3 sides. You know, triangle means it is a 3-sided figure. We have to find out, already we had seen an example that how to find out an perimeter of an triangle. So, perimeter of a triangle is equal to the sum of its all 3 sides. So, after adding this all 3 sides, we can find out a perimeter of an triangle. Area of any regular polygon. Till now we had discussed with the perimeter. Now, we will find out area. So, area of any regular polygon is the amount of the surface, that is the region, that is a space enclosed by its boundary. Enclosed by its boundary means is nothing but an outer border. So, area of any regular polygon is the amount of the surface, that is the region, that is the place required or place occupied by it, that is enclosed by its boundary. The area of a triangle is equal to, I had proved while I was teaching this area of a triangle. So, why it is 1 upon 2, or we can say half base into height. So, area of a triangle is equal to half base into height. So, area of a rectangle is equal to, area of a rectangle is length multiplied by breadth, length multiplied by breadth. So, area of a rectangle is equal to L into B, that is also true. Area of a square. Now, area of a square in the previous sum we had considered as one of the side as A, we can consider as a side as S, or we can directly write as an area of a square is equal to S square, or we can write as side square, because all the sides of a square are equal. So, we multiply that side into side, that is the 2 times the same here. If its side is given as 30 meter, so we multiply 30 multiplied by 30. When it is a area, it will be always in a square units. If it is a meter, it will be meter square. If it is a centimeter, it will be centimeter square. Already I had explain you how to convert into hectares also. So, just to recall that 1 meter square is equal to 10,000 hectares. In this way, we had converted when we were having a practically word problem. Now, perimeter of a parallelogram, perimeter of a parallelogram with 2 opposite sides measuring A and B is equal to 2 inside the bracket A plus B, inside the bracket A plus B. I will explain perimeter of a parallelogram. You know parallelogram, where the parallel opposite sides are parallel with the 2 opposite sides. Measures one of the side is, suppose it is considered as A and the another side is we are considering as B. Then what will be this perimeter of this? it will be 2 inside the bracket A plus B. Similarly, what we do here is the perimeter of a rectangle is the same. Here in the perimeter of rectangle we write a 2 inside the bracket length plus breadth. Here we are writing as considering as one of the side of a parallelogram as A and one of the side of parallelogram as B. So, in this way we had considered that length and breadth is just replaced by here A and B. So, perimeter of a parallelogram is nothing but a very similar formula of an rectangle, that is 2 inside the bracket A plus B. Now, area of a parallelogram with the base A, considering the base as A, now you know what is a parallelogram. Already we had seen some examples with the parallelogram. So, you might be just imagining the figure in front of your eyes, the parallelogram whose base is A and a height is given as B is equal to A into B, because it is an area. Again I will say area of a parallelogram is very similar to the area of an rectangle. What is the area of a rectangle? We write as length into breadth. Here we are considering one of the side of a parallelogram as base A and its height as B. So, we are multiplying as A into B. So, we can say it is base into height. So, area of a parallelogram is equal to base into height. Now, circumference of a circle. Now, you know very well the circumference, the word is replaced of an perimeter. So, we do not say perimeter here in the circular figure, we say it is an circumference. The circumference of a circle is equal to pi, d is nothing but an diameter. D is nothing but an diameter. So, we say circumference of a circle is pi d. So, what is d? D is nothing but n 2 times n r. It is nothing but 2 times its radius. So, circumference of a circle we say pi d, or we can say it is an 2 pi r. So, always the standard value of a pi will be given to you in a statement. It will be 22 upon 7 or 3.14. So, it will not change. So, 2 multiplied by pi into r, where the d is the diameter and r is the radius of an circle. So, in this way we can find out the circumference of an circle. Now, area of a circle. Now, this was circumference. Now, we will find out area of a circle is pi r square. R square is nothing but radius square. So, value of pi is standard, where r is the radius of an circle. So, my dear student, we had just summarized this chapter perimeter and area, and we had just recall all the formulas which were used to find out perimeter of a triangle, parallelogram, and area of a triangle, parallelogram, circumference of a circle, as well as the area of an circle. Hope so, my dear student, you have understood it. Go through the textbook, so it will be more clear. Thank you very much.